Back from the dead.
Welcome to this new GIMP video tutorial in which we are going to create a photo montage that consists of 4 pictures: sky, plane 1, plane 2, and plane 3. This is the final result. To get it, we will learn how to use some of the selection tools. In the first place, open the picture sky. Rename the layer to sky and save it to your folder with the name planes and your name. Now, open the picture plane 1. As you can see, this image has a homogeneous background, which we will take advantage of to select the plane easily. Click on the By Color Select tool. Check Feather Edges and set Radius to 5 and set Threshold to 30. Click over here and notice the marching ants indicating what we have just selected. Open the selection editor. On the selection editor, the selected area is in white. As you can see, we have the sky selected while we want the plane. So, click on Invert the Selection and notice how the plane goes white on the selection editor. This is what we want. Now, copy and paste it on the image sky. As you can see on the layers windows, this is a floating selection. We are going to turn it into a new layer. Double-click on the floating selection and rename it to plane 1. Now, let's make the plane smaller. Make sure that the layer plane 1 is selected. Click on Layer, Scale Layer, and change width to 300. As the chain is unbroken or activated, the height will change automatically. Click on Scale, and there it is. This is the right size for plane 1. Now we will move it up with the Move tool. If the wrong layer moves, don't worry and undo with Ctrl-Z. Press down the Shift key to force the active layer to move. Notice how this changes. Then we can move it.
Back from the dead.
Finally, the plane must fly right. To get it, we will use the Flip tool, horizontal, and click on the plane. Save it. Well done. We already have plane number 1. Open the picture plane 2. As you can see, this image doesn't have a homogeneous background, so we cannot use the same selection tool. For this image, we will use the Scissor Select tool. We will click along the outline to select the plane, and finally, we will copy and paste. First, open the navigation window to zoom in and out easily. Click on the Scissor Select tool. Check Feather Edges and set Radius to 5. The starting point is very important as to complete the outline, we will have to click on this starting point. So start by clicking on a point easy to find. For example, here. Add more control points by left-clicking the mouse on the edge of the plane. Use the navigation window to move. If something goes wrong, do not panic. Click on the line to add a new control point and to move it. This way, we can relocate the line.
We're back from the dead. Are you ready? Let's go.
Back from the dead.
Do not include the rear wheel.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
Don't include the plane stand either.
We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.
Do not try to enter this area. We will fix this later.
Back from the dead.
Notice the mouse cursor when we reach the starting point. 2 interwoven rings appear. Click on the starting point. Now, let's turn this outline or path into a selection by clicking inside the selection. Once again, notice the mouse cursor. Open the selection editor. On the selection editor, you can see that we have the plane selected, but there is a problem here. We have to remove that area from the section. To do so, we are going to use the scissor select tool with the mode subtract from the current section. Click to select the area. Notice the minus sign. Click on the starting point of this area. Now, click inside. Great, the green area has been removed from the selection and it is in black on the selection editor. Now, copy and paste it on the image sky. Then, turn this floating selection into a new layer. Double-click on the floating selection and rename it to Plane 2. Now, let's make the plane smaller. Make sure that layer Plane 2 is selected. Click on Layer, Scale Layer, and change width to 1000. As the chain is unbroken or activated, the height will change automatically. Click on Scale and move it down. Finally, get the plane flying right with the Flip tool. Save it. Well done. We already have planes 1 and 2. Now, open the picture plane 3. As you can see, this image has a homogeneous background, so we can use the By Color Select tool. Check Feather Edges and set radius to 5. And set threshold around 50. You can try other values. Click over here and notice the marching ants indicating that we have just selected the sky. Open the selection editor and invert the selection so that we select the plane. But this time there is a problem. Open the navigation window to have a close-up view. Notice that the cockpit canopy is not selected. This has to be fixed. To do so, we are going to add to current selection with the plane selected. Watch out. If we select the sky, then we will have to subtract from current selection. So make sure that the plane is selected and click on the free select tool with the mode add to current selection. Draw a closed area following the cockpit canopy boundary. Do not worry too much when drawing on the body of the aircraft. Notice how the cockpit canopy is now included in the selection. Have a look at the rest of the plane and fix any problems you find.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now our plane is properly selected. Now copy and paste it on the image sky. Then turn this floating selection into a new layer. Double-click on the floating selection and rename it to Plane 3. Now make the plane smaller. Make sure that the layer Plane 3 is selected. Click on Layer, Scale Layer, and change Width to 500. Make sure that chain is unbroken or activated and click on Scale. Now move it up and place it right here so that it seems to be coming out from the clouds. Save it. Well done. We already have planes 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to apply a filter to plane 3 so that it seems to be flying very fast. Select plane 3 and click on Filters, Blur, Motion Blur. Choose Linear, set length 30, angle 10, and click OK. Save it. Finally, we are going to add a sun taking advantage of this gleam. To do so, select the layer Sky, click on Filters, Light and Shadow, Supernova. Place the sun in the right position and play with color, radius, spokes, and a random hue. When you are done, click OK. If you are not happy with the result, undo and try different values. Finally, save it. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.
back from the dead.